Okay. Okay, now let's take a look regarding chapter 5. Let me share the chapter 5. Okay. So chapter 5 is regarding the work scope and work breakdown structure. Okay. So we go for the details on how we can understand and describe the relationship between scope, schedule and budget. Okay. These three things memang sangat-sangat penting. Sama juga macam you all punya final year project. Kan you all tengah buat final year project kan? Kan. Okay. So you need to understand the process and apply several tools for define and manage the scope of the project. Okay. Understand the difference between project scope, okay, the project deliverables and project scope features and functionality. And then we develop the work breakdown structure, differentiate between deliverable and milestone. Okay, deliverable tu apa, milestone tu apa. Okay, describe and apply several project estimation method. Okay, scope. Dia punya ni adalah the work boundaries then deliverables. Saya tak suka guna warna merah. Okay. So the most important thing for the scope, you need to know apa yang you perlu buat. Kalau saya selalu lukis bulat, lepas tu okay. Okay, so this is yang dalam ni adalah you punya scope. Oops. Kat dalam ni you punya scope. Yang luar ni bukan scope you dah. Okay, so you need to kita kata clear bahawasanya yang kat dalam ni aja you punya scope. Okay, yang kat luar tu bukan. So bila you clear pasal ni, apa je orang tanya, you should be able to answer it. Okay, selalu kalau buat ke luar ni. Kat luar ni tak acik luar ni tak acik. Okay, and then what need to get done gets done and only what needs to get done gets done. Okay, dia punya term maksudnya yang dalam ni saja. Okay, what needs to get done, yang dalam ni siapkan, and only what needs to get done gets done. So bila orang tanya yang luar ni semua, no, that's not within the project scope. Okay, it can be determined directly by the project MOV. Okay, we define all the works, activities and deliverables that the project team must provide for the project is to achieve the MOV. So the WBS, okay, work breakdown structure, this is a project management tool that provides hierarchical structure, act as a bridge or link between the project scope and the detailed project plan that will be created. Okay, so bila kita dah tahu dah the project scope, okay, then we can outline the project plan clearly. Okay, samalah. Kalau macam saya sebut tadi yang project MySejahtera tu, you clearly understand that the project scope is for ex-COVID-19 patient. Itu sahaja. Kalau orang tanya, kalau sakit apa, no. Hanya fokus for the ex-patient of COVID-19. Yang tak pernah kena, tak termasuk. Yang sedang kena, belum termasuk. Dah sudah discharge, baru termasuk dalam you punya scope. Okay. And you need to, apa memang kita kata, understand bahawasanya kalau bagi contoh memang nampak senang. Kan? Contoh saya bagi tu clear je kan. Tapi bila you nak buat you punya project, itu nak sentuhin itu. Sebab tu you need to be very clear. You nak buat project ni tentang apa. Okay. Satu lagi contoh tu clearly differentiate. Okay, kalau you nak buat tempahan makanan lah contoh. Okay, when we talk about tempahan makanan, sepatutnya you need to take into consideration bila first kali masa dia boleh order. Kalau untuk breakfast, dia kena order bermula bila sampai sebelum bila. Okay, kalau untuk lunch, katakanlah bermula pukul 9 sampai pukul 11. Okay, sebab kalau you tak set masa tu, nanti dia order, dia terus nak siap. Padahal masa tu you dah banyak dah order yang yang dah pre-order awal-awal. Okay, ataupun because of you tak set the time limit tu, dia order pukul 2 pagi. Sebab sistem you memang benarkan pukul berapa pun order. Pukul 2 pagi. Lepas tu bila you tak buat, you juga yang salah. Okay. Banding dengan tempahan kenderaan, tempahan tiket kapal terbang semua, tak kisah nak order pukul berapa pun. Nak tempah pukul berapa because of the most important thing adalah tarikh tu ataupun dia setkan limit 3 days before contoh. So dia boleh je order pukul 2, 3 pagi pun tak ada masalah. But when we talk about food, there's some restriction that need to be taken into consideration. Okay, the triangle constraint. So we have the budget, the scope and the schedule. So project MOV, okay, ni project imbalance or inharmony, cantik je. Okay, ni the project become imbalance when scope increase without adjusting schedule and budget. Scope naik, tapi these two tak naik. Bila scope naik, definitely ini akan naik, ini akan naik. Okay, yang ni cantik aja. So bila satu berubah, sama juga kalau budget tu kurang, kalau scope tak tak berkurang, tak bagus untuk company you yang develop sistem lah. Okay, asal-asal agreement for the 200k punya project, okay, scope dia A sampai C, okay, masa dia 6 months, okay, budget dia 200k, tiba-tiba budget jadi 100k, scope masih sama, schedule masih sama, no, it shouldn't be like that. Okay, so idealnya macam ni lah, tapi the constraint, the practicalnya satu berubah memang akan. So kalau yang ni berubah, budget and schedule pun akan berubah. Okay, we need to adjust this accordingly, tengok kepada kesesuaian. Okay, the scope management process, we look at the plan dia, the requirement, how we can define the scope, how we can create the WBS, okay, validate the scope and control the scope. Control, bila dah set banyak tu, cannot simply besar ataupun kecil. Kalau kecil mungkin lagi senang lah. Okay, tapi nampak sikit je dia akan, kita kata is domino effect. Dia akan melibatkan yang lain. Satu berubah, yang lain pun akan berubah. Okay, so in terms of scope management plan, we develop the scope management plan. Collect requirement, we have the document of the stakeholders. Okay, the needs and the requirements. How we can define the scope, we develop the detailed description of the project and the product. Okay, work breakdown schedule, we organize scope into manageable work package. Okay, so maksudnya kalau 6 bulan tu, macam mana kita bahagi-bahagikan supaya cukup 6 bulan dan complete lah benda ni. How we can validate the scope, we see the formal acceptance for all the deliverables, and how we can control the scope, we look at the process for managing all the scope changes. Okay, the boundaries tadi saya buat bola tadi, dia buat kotak. Okay, so work outside the project scope, and this is the project scope. Okay, you kena ingat ni, project scope, bila you tengok balik you punya final year project, should be clear scope tu. Saya selalu cakap dengan student, satu scope ke dua scope? Maksud saya scope tu kecil ke besar? Okay, so it should be within the scope. Sebab kalau tak, kita tak clearly define the scope, it can be anything boleh masuk. Habis sistem you akan jadi cacah merupat. Tahu fokus yang mana satu. Okay. Kita tengok application MySejahtera. Dia punya scope dia adalah kita boleh kita boleh scan kat mana kita pergi. So data tu akan masuk. Kita boleh letakkan nama dependents kita, anak dan semua. So data tu akan masuk. Dan kita boleh tengok hotspot kalau kat kawasan kita. Bila kita check hotspot tu, ada tak orang positif di sekeliling-keliling tu. So itu antara 3 benda lah. Mungkin ada beberapa lagi, tapi itulah application of MySejahtera. Okay, so kalau dia tambah lagi pun, tapi within tu dia tak boleh dah pula tiba-tiba nak tambah expansion punya health information, so on and so forth. Okay. Okay, statement of work. Okay, narrative description of the product, service or information system. So for the internal project, it tied to the business needs. For external project, we look at the specification, quantities, quality. So normally we call it as a request for proposal, request for information or request for bid. So bila request for proposal ni nanti ataupun request for bid ni, kita akan sediakan detail and kita akan hantar untuk tender untuk kita nak dapatkan that particular project. Okay, the scope statement, another way to define the scope boundaries, detailed documentation of the sponsor's needs and expectation. Okay, scope. Develop a proactive electronic commerce strategy that identifies the process, product and service to be delivered through the World Wide Web. Okay, you tengok Okay, electronic commerce strategy. Okay, dia dah clear ni, identify apa, process, product and service, then can be delivered through www. Okay, develop an application. So, you tengok dia punya term, develop. So, dia mesti ada satu benda yang kita boleh nampak. Develop an application system that support all of the processes, product and services identified in the electronic commerce strategy. So, they support process, product and services. Okay. Application must be integrate with the bank existing. Okay. So ni term dia integrate dengan bank existing enterprise resource planning. So nampak clear scope dia tu apa. Okay, it can be the project oriented scope. Okay, support the PLC, or it can be the product oriented scope. Okay, the features and functionality of the system. Okay, figure 5.4 dengan ni. Ni you kena tengok. Saya tak ingat pula nak paste kat sini. Okay. So nanti bila saya enhance balik ni, kejap lagi saya paste gambar ni. Okay. So out of the scope, technology and organizational assessment of the current environment, customer resource management and data mining component. Terlalu besar. Okay. Technology organizational assessment of the current environment. Current environment tu sekarang sentiasa current. Okay. So how we can define the project scope? Okay, project scope definition, the boundaries and scope statement. Okay, project scope must now be defined in more details in terms of specific deliverable. Okay, deliverable, specific benda yang boleh kita produce lah, benda yang boleh kita bagi. Basic for develop the project work breakdown structure, WBS ni. Okay, so kita akan deliver the definition table, structure chart, level data flow diagram and use case diagram. So daripada ni kita akan bantu untuk tunjuk supaya orang boleh faham dengan detail lagi. Okay, deliverable structure chart. Okay, ni projeknya, so apa yang ada kat dalam ni. Okay, start dengan analisis ni buat apa. Okay, designnya buat apa, construction ni buat apa, testingnya buat apa, and implementationnya macam mana. The next one, okay, ni figure tadi 5.4 and 5.5. Ada dah. Okay, use case diagram. Okay, ni clear. Okay, customer dia boleh buat apa. Okay, ERP system boleh buat apa. Manager satu ni je dia buat, print report contoh. Tapi this one is clear to be seen and to be understood by the project stakeholders. Oh, customer ni semua ni boleh buat. Okay, manager boleh buat ni, sistem boleh buat ni. Okay, so how can validate the scope? Okay, verify the MOV, tengok balik, document all deliverables. Okay, specification of the quality, okay, betul ke tak, kena ke tak, siapa tak standard. Identify the milestone and review and accept. Okay, both side clear tak dengan expectation. Semua orang faham tak yang ni? Semua orang faham tak macam ni? Sepatutnya semua boleh faham lah. Clear, bukannya paragraf bercerita panjang lebar. Okay, how we can control scope and scope change control procedure. concerned with managing changes of the project scope and to ensure the changes are beneficial when they occur. So potential issue, project scope growth, scope creep and scope leak. Okay, so prosedur dia scope change request form. So kalau nak berubah scope boleh, tapi kena ada formal document, barulah clear. Okay, so this is the example project scope request form and this is the scope change request log. So kat mana? Request number berapa, request tu apa, bila tarikh request tu, siapa, priority-nya low, medium or high, bla bla bla. Okay, so in term of work breakdown structure, represent a logical decomposition of the work. Okay, kita macam kita pendek-pendek kan, to be performed and focus on how the product, service or result is naturally subdivided. Okay, so project, ada phase, ada deliverable, ada task, ada milestone. So biasa kat sini kita akan buat in term of, okay, boleh tengok sini, clear dia punya deliverable structure chart. Okay, and then we have the logical activities. Apa? Okay, review the test plan, carry the test. Okay, once the test result are collected, macam mana. Okay, so ini contoh work breakdown schedule. Okay, ada bank project, so on and so forth. Okay, dekat testing ada test plan, ada ni semua. So sepatutnya you all dah buat chapter 3 semua, sudah nampak clear dah proses-proses ni. Okay, macam mana we can work. Okay, project, okay sini, phase, okay sebelah sini, deliverables, okay kat sini, activity apa, milestone ni bila, okay, then the completion. Kalau saya memang saya punya minat, saya memang suka bahagian test ni. Okay. Okay. Things to keep in mind when you develop the work breakdown structure, it should be able to support the MOV. Okay, it should be deliverable oriented. Kita boleh nampak benda tu, kita boleh deliver benda tu. Okay, detail should support the planning and control. So we develop the work breakdown structure, involve those who will be doing the work. Okay, so kalau in term of estimation question, what are you going to estimate, where, how, semua ni kena fikir, kena tengok. Sebenarnya belajar subjek project management ni, dia akan bantu you untuk jadi lebih critical. Semua you kena fikir. Okay. Guesstimating, Delphi technique. Okay, ni adalah cara untuk buat estimation. So kita dah tengok dah benda ni. Okay, guesstimating, estimate by guess or just picking number out of the air. Okay, it's not the best way, tapi kadang-kadang kita estimate without estimate aja, guess aja. Okay, cepatlah. Delphi involve multiple and anonymous expert. Okay, so bila Delphi teknik je, kena ni expert. Okay, each expert akan buat estimate. Okay, lepas tu akan compare. If close can be average, if not do another iteration. Okay, so bila we are talking about Delphi teknik, dia mesti melibatkan expert. Time boxing, we often use in agile project. Box of time is allocated for the specific activity. Okay, it can focus a team if used effectively and can demoralize a team if not effectively used. Okay, top down boleh from the middle manager, top and middle manager ke bawah lah. Okay, daripada atas turun ke bawah ke lower level manager. Okay, bottom up pun boleh, daripada bahagian operation orang bawah ni sampai dah naik ke top manager atas. Okay, poker planning, a variation of Delphi technique. Use card. Poker ni main card kan, deck of card that represent estimate in this. Macam lah saling term dia. Okay. Habis chapter 2. Chapter 2 pula tiba-tiba saya ni. Habis chapter 5. So,
Dr. Madam, dah petang-petang ni memang tersasa-sasa sikit.
Terpaksa dah. Okey, saya stop dulu. Okay. Sebab dah tengok pukul 6, kata